up, guys? Welcome back to the Sure Positively Fit YouTube channel, where I'm here to add fitness and positivity into your life. That's what it's all about. Guys, in this video, I'm going to take you through a couple supplements and give you my thoughts on supplements and to tell you why I'm using them and what may be beneficial for you. Let's get into it. Woo! Get started. Hold on, let me cut this light on. Dang, it's all dark up here. Oh, what is up, people? Alright, we're talking about the supplements today. As you see, shining bright under the light, my nice big thing of protein right here. I have protein. I also have creatine, which is not in the picture right now, actually in the car. But anyway, we're going to talk about this protein, then we'll get to the creatine later on. And I'm just going to tell you guys, and also later on, I'm going to tell you just a bunch of things that's definitely going to benefit you and help you reach your fitness goals. So, get into this, man, the protein. I'm actually bulking right now. And I think protein supplement is so great, so great. Check this out. 50 grams of protein, 277 grams of carbs. You know, that's like 3 meals right there. In one serving size, you know. Just gulp that down right fast, and that's what I get. You know? It doesn't have to, like, food is better to go with, but if you can't consume, like, freaking 7 meals in order to reach your macronutrients, then I always suggest having a protein shake. I love protein. I love this protein shake. When I first started working out, this is what I went with. And strawberry. I went with the strawberries and cream. Oh my goodness, man. I can't get enough of this thing. You know, I just recently bought it again because I'm like, shoot, I'm ready to take this bulk even further. I'm 170 pounds, guys. And oh shoot. I'm over here kicking the camera. Get straight. Hold on, let me let y'all get settled. Yeah, settled. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm 170 pounds, man, and what I do is I consume 1 gram of protein per body weight, per pound of body weight. Which is 170 grams of protein. That's a lot. Instead, I can have 2 servings of this. Bang. Already at 100 grams of protein. Already at 100 grams of protein. Not even calculating the carbs. I already know I'm going to hit the carb goal. I already know I'm going to hit the carb requirement. 100 grams of protein right there. 70 grams left for the day. That's, what, 2 more meals. That is it. And that's all I've been doing. My mom's like, dang, you haven't been shopping because I only really need 2 more meals. You know, I do have to hit the store to give me some fruit, though. You know, I like my fruit shake. But anyway, my breakfast, 1, and then I go with 2 of these, and then a little meal after that, maybe a little snack, you know. But that's why I love protein supplements. Now, this is a bulking supplement, 277 grams of carbs. You do not want to choose this right here if you are trying to lose weight. Alright? You want to go for a protein shake that's like 24 grams of protein, around 3 grams of net carbs. Things like that. Perfect for you, you know. And I'm not saying that carbs are bad for you. That's where a lot of people get it wrong. I allow my clients to eat carbs. You know, it's not like you have to starve yourself when you guys are trying to lose weight here. You know, and I think a lot of people go wrong with that. And so many things could go wrong. So many things could go wrong. And that's why I set it up in a way where my clients are able to eat these carbs. And I don't even give them a meal plan. I throw the meal plan out. In fact, I'm not even registered dietitian, so I can't even really give people meal plans legally, you know. So anyway, I needed to get some water. My throat was getting dry. Oh man. But anyway, like I was saying, shoot, what was I saying? I was talking about these supplements over here, and I was talking about losing weight. And yeah, if you want to lose weight, man, don't go with nothing like this. Go with something that's like 24 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs. And I'm not saying carbs are bad, you know. Carbs are not bad, but you have to have a certain amount. Which I set this up properly for my clients to ensure that they are going to achieve their goal. But anyway, we're not going to dive right into that. I got a lot of information for y'all later if y'all keep watching. But like I was saying, this is very beneficial for people who are trying to reach their calorie requirement. You know, I'm bulking, like it takes me about 5-6 meals if I'm going to go straight food to reach my calorie requirement. And this right here definitely helps me out. And this is why I give protein supplement a thumbs up. I give protein supplement a thumbs up yes, I would definitely recommend a protein supplement. When I first started working out, I went with this. I love this shake right here. This shake is so good. I went with this right here because it was so easy, you know. High amount of protein, high amount of carbs, and that's what you need when you're trying to pack on that weight. And come on, man, you ain't gotta put the focus back on me. Light up. Hello. There we go. Okay. Like I was saying, that protein is a thumbs up for me. You know, great supplement to use, man. You know, you don't get all the benefits as you would if you were to eat some nice, warm, loving food. But at the end of the day, if you can't reach that calorie requirement, you're not going to achieve your goal. Even if you're trying to lose weight, you want to still make sure you reach those calorie requirements. You don't want to eat less as possible. Because here's the thing, there's actually a study that has been done on that. You know, a person was struggling, she was gaining weight, but she was eating less food. You know, and her calorie requirement was more than what she was consuming, but it just wasn't working out for her. And what they found, once she went ahead and increased her protein intake, which means she actually increased her food consumption, she was actually burning more calories, which made her lose more weight. And here's the thing, a lot of people don't know this. Consuming protein increases your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. So what it means by this is when you don't consume that food, yeah, you're going to burn energy. But when you consume that high amounts of protein, you are going to be burning more calories throughout the entire day now, because it takes more energy to break down that food. So you're burning energy just by metabolizing protein. And you're like probably confused. What? If I eat more, I can burn more? What? How's that possible? Yes. It's the thermic effect of feeding, or the thermic effect of food, one or the other. But that's what it means. The amount of energy you're burning by metabolizing your food. And it takes a lot of energy to break down protein. So you burning more energy throughout the day, which is very, very good. And a lot of people don't understand. They think they got to cut all the way back and not eat nothing at all. And, you know, your body needs these nutrients. Your body needs the nutrients to be able to operate, to be able to operate and to recover. Of course, you got to know how to do it, you know. And like I said, I'm going to get into this a little bit more at the end of the video. Now, on to the creatine supplement, which I don't have. I'll throw a picture up on the screen. This supplement is very good. Now, I want you guys to understand, we operate in 3 energy pathways. One being the ATP-CP pathway, which is what we're talking about right now, the glycolytic pathway, and the oxidative pathway. Now, the ATP-CP pathway is utilized within the first 10 seconds of our exercise. We're pumping that weight, we're burning it up. ATP is being broken down, resynthesized, broken down again in order to release energy so we can pump that arm within the first 10 seconds before we move on to the following energy pathways. Now, ATP is adenosine triphosphate. What I'm doing with my hands right now is using ATP up. You know, any daily movement, any exercise, it all uses up ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Whatever we need to do, that's what our cells use, ATP. Now, how does it work? ATP is like a big circle. Think of a big circle. You got ATP, and you want to release that energy. You got to break down that ATP. It's adenosine and 3 phosphates. So it's triphosphate, 3 phosphates, and adenosine. So in order to release energy, you have to break down that ATP into ADP, which it turns into 2 phosphates. So it's adenosine diphosphate now. The third phosphate had released in order to release that energy. So now ADP has to circle around. And in order to regenerate more energy, you need to attach another phosphate, which creatine comes into play, which is why I think creatine is great. We already have it in our system, but we are limited on supplies. So by supplementing with creatine, we get more creatine in our body. So what happens is ADP goes around. That creatine phosphate gets broken down to release a phosphate molecule so it can attach to that ADP to make it ATP again. Now we're back at the top, guys. And it just breaks it off again and turns back into the ADP to release that energy and keeps going around. That's how we generate that energy when we're pumping that heavy weight. This is the science behind it right here. You know, you might just be pumping that weight thinking, oh, this is heavy. But this is the science behind it. This is what goes on behind it. You know, this is how you're getting that energy to pump it. Now, that creatine is going to help you generate more energy because, like I said, we are limited with the creatine in our body. We get it from foods. We can supplement it by using a supplement. We getting more creatine in our bodies, which is great. We have more supply of creatine. We are able to generate that energy. We're able to generate that strength. So this is why I think creatine phosphate is very good. So these are the two powdered supplements that I use, protein and creatine. Now there's other things like BCAAs, which are branched chain amino acids, and they have all other things, carnitine and all these other supplements just give you that extra 10%. Now before I move any further with about the creatine is, if you are training for a marathon or you're an endurance runner, things like that, you don't need creatine because that's a whole different energy pathway. Now you're using the oxidative pathway. You don't need creatine. The creatine is for like that 10 seconds of energy that you use up in the beginning of your exercise. If you're sprinting or if you're pumping heavy weight, things like that. You know, not for some light jog or a walk or things like that. So you don't really need creatine. So just to make that clear. Now, there's valuable information I have for you guys. Let me just tell you. Look, if you want to lose weight, there's certain things you have to do. There's certain ways to go about certain things. And getting back to the supplements, is supplementing with protein. For the people out there that's trying to lose weight, like I said, you don't want a protein powder that has a lot of carbohydrates in there. So you got to know what protein powder to get. So obviously now you know that you go with the low carbohydrate protein. On top of that, you can't be afraid to eat. Your body needs these nutrients in order to operate correctly. Not only the nutrients from your calorie dense food, but your nutrient dense foods like your fruits and your vegetables. So one thing I do with my clients is I give them this valuable information. I help them out. You know, I don't give them a meal plan. In fact, I'm not even a registered dietitian, so I can't really legally give them meal plans. You know, so I can't say, here's your set meal plan, do this, eat that. I can suggest, say, I recommend this here. You know, coaching, I can coach them through it, make them more aware of their food choices, which I think is very beneficial because I'm not here to help my clients to succeed in the short term. I want them to succeed in the long term. You know. So like I was saying, I don't set my clients up just for short-term success. You know, it's not just for me to benefit and just hurry up and say, oh yeah, I help these clients out do that. But I also think about them in the future. You know, when they're done with their program, I want them to be more aware of their food choices, what they're eating, and how they go about their day with exercising and things like that. Because if I just give them a meal plan and I just give them the exercise and say, eat this for X amount of weeks, work out doing this for X amount of weeks, don't check in, none of that, no information, nothing. Yeah, they're going to achieve great results. You know, they're still going to achieve great results, but they're not knowing what's going on throughout that process. They're just seeing a change, you know. And then after the program, they go and have no idea what to eat next, and they're like, man, I ate that food for X amount of weeks. I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna go here and do this without even knowing anything about that food and things like that. You know, so it's like I want to make them aware. What I do is I don't give them a meal plan at all. You know, they can start off the first day eating a bunch of junk food and things like that. And throughout the process, it'll change because I'm making them aware. For example, I give them tips and facts like the recommended serving size for fruits and veggies combined is 5 to 10 servings a day. You know, and then the next day they mess around, start putting their vegetables in, their fruits in. They're logging their vegetables and their fruits now. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's great. Now they might eat the fruit at the wrong time. And I can say, oh, you shouldn't eat it there because that could potentially be converted as fat And especially if you're eating too much, because too much of a good thing is a bad thing. If you're eating too much fruit, it can turn to something bad. And so I just make them aware of things like that, and I say, oh, instead of eating it here, it's better to eat it in the beginning of the day or something like that, you know, just to make them aware. So after the program, it's not like, where do I turn? What do I do next? How do I continue to go about my day? How do I continue to stay fit, stay active, stay positive? You know, things like that. So that is very beneficial, guys, because think of it. If they are more aware and they have tons of knowledge on certain foods and when to eat certain foods, then that's going to help them continue on the road that they're heading down right now. You know, instead of just blindfolding them and just giving them the food and giving them the workout without even really realizing what's going on and how they even made that amazing shift in their body composition and their thought process. Then once they're done, it's like, I don't even know how this happened, but now I'm done. What's next? You know, so they're not at a dead-end road. That's what I love to do. I love to set my clients up long-term success. It's not just about me helping you transform your body short-term, but long-term by giving you information, valuable information, making you aware, feeding you positive energy as well. Not only just to help you transform your body, but transform your thinking. For example, I set up challenges. One of my clients was like, oh, I didn't think I could do that. But she ended up pushing herself doing it. And it's like, now look, you doubted yourself, but look what you were able to do. Take this and carry that on throughout life. With anything, with any challenge you face, realize that, don't doubt yourself, be confident, and go through it. Go hard. So it's all about helping my clients excel for the long term. But that is it for today, guys. That's all I gotta say. Y'all already know, man, I give a thumbs up for my protein supplement and my creatine supplements. That's a little bit of information right there, guys. If you're ever wondering, like, where I need help on certain things, you know, you can come to me and I'm going to help you out, not just for the short term, the long term, and get you really on the right track and understanding and have you understand that it's not difficult. It's not difficult. Once you're aware and once you understand certain things, it's going to be like this for you. You just got to create the habit, and that's it. So once you're done the program, man, you're going to be living like that 24/7, long after the program, you know, because it become a habit now, and you now have the knowledge to carry yourself, to sustain those results instead of going backwards. All right, guys, but that's all I have for today, man. You guys already know what to do. Stay positive, stay fit, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.